Good evening, I'm Steve Johnson. Be sure to get our app on your smartphone or tablet. You can also watch the Dove on our website or on our Roku channel. Well, from the Dove newsroom at this hour, President Obama says the detention center at Guantanamo Bay undermines America's national security and needs to be closed. The president said the detention center is counterproductive in the fight against terrorism because it used as propaganda to recruit terrorists and drains military resources. The White House released a plan to close the facility today, but the plan faces stiff opposition from the GOP-led Congress. Now, part of that plan includes reevaluating those being held.
Our review board, which includes representatives from across government, will continue to look at all relevant information, including current intelligence. And if certain detainees no longer pose a continuing significant threat, they may be eligible for transfer to another country as well.
Now, the plan also calls for transferring remaining detainees to the U.S., and it seeks up to $475 million in construction costs. It would ultimately be offset by as much as $100 million per year in operating cost savings. It does not specify, though, where in the U.S. the detainees would go. Representative Carl Wilson of Grants Pass is confident that a bill he sponsored will help bring more economic opportunity to Southern Oregon. HB 4060, which relaxes regulations for industrial hemp, is up for a hearing. It's legislation that Wilson is passionate about.
I think it is just about right the way it is. It's a potential economic boon for our area. It will certainly lead to a lot of ground going into tillage, and we'd love to see that in Jackson, Josephine counties.
Now, the bill passed the House by a vote of 54-4. Wilson says about the only opposition to industrial hemp comes from a lack of understanding that industrial hemp is not something people use to get high. Well, Mount Ashland's yearly snowfall is at 230 inches, and skiers and snowboarders have been making their way to the slopes. There was a glitch resulting from last week's storm affecting one of the chairlifts just before the busiest weekend this season. Last Thursday morning, problems resulted while starting up that Comer lift. Mount Ashland manager Hiram Toll says the ice buildup causing a derailment on one of the towers took place close to the top of the lift.
On that particular morning on Tower 8, the cable, because it was iced up, left the shivs and fell into the cable catcher that's designed to catch the cable in the event of a derailment. So that worked as it should. The safety circuits that are built in that sense that the rope would delift, they also kicked in as they were supposed to, but not before the tower was tilted downhill ever so slightly. The very top of it is held by U-bolts, and they were allowed to spin around the top of the tower tube. No damage was done to the lift. It's just we have to get the thing back into alignment.
Let's take a look now at our weather scene, and we are expecting clear skies tonight in Northern California, 61 tomorrow, 65 Thursday. For the Klamath Basin, mostly clear tonight, 57 and sunny tomorrow. Along the Oregon coast, cloudy tonight, a slight chance of rain tomorrow. In the Bend area of Central Oregon, mostly clear, a bit of sunshine tomorrow, the high of 59, 62 degrees on Thursday. And for Southern Oregon, in the Medford, Grants Pass, and Ashland area, mostly clear tonight, 38 the low, 63 the high tomorrow, 69 on Thursday, with lows reaching up into the 40s. That's a look at news and weather on the Dove.